You ever wake up feeling like your soul is already behind? Before your feet even touch the floor, your mind's racing, your heart's anxious, and your schedule's already shouting. Science calls it morning overload, when cortisol spikes and focus crashes. But heaven calls it an invitation to reset. Right now, thousands of us are slowing down together, reclaiming our mornings, letting God speak first. Because Isaiah promised, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you." That's what we're after. There was a season I'd hit snooze, scroll my phone, and let the day run me. But everything changed when I started giving God my first 5 minutes, especially on those scattered mornings. This prayer realigns me with heaven's rhythm. So don't skip this. You're one click away from peace, focus, and divine clarity. If you're tired of chaos leading your mornings, this prayer is for you. Let's align together. Subscribe now and step into God's flow. As the morning light stretches across the sky, I sense your gentle invitation to pause, to breathe, to begin again, with you at the center. God, there's so much pulling on me right now. Expectations, distractions, the never-ending list of what's still unfinished. But here, in this quiet moment, before the rush begins, I choose to return to you. I don't want to drift through this day, disconnected from your presence. I want to move in sync with your spirit, step by step, moment by moment. So much noise demands my attention, but only your voice brings rest. So I quiet the chaos inside. I release the urge to strive, and I open my soul to your rhythm. You didn't design me to live scattered or spiritually empty. You shaped me for intention, for grace-fueled motion, for a life anchored in love. So today, I say no to autopilot, and yes to holy awareness. Let every breath become worship, every task an offering, even interruptions, reminders that you're still near. God, realign my heart, steady my focus, center my priorities. I don't want to run ahead of you or lag behind. I want to be exactly where you are, in every decision, every word, every breath. That's why this moment matters. Because before the emails arrive, before my feet even move, my spirit needs a compass. Without your leading, the day slips into noise. It may look orderly on the outside, but inside, I'm scattered. I react instead of respond. I strive instead of abide. I fill my schedule, yet feel empty. But you invite me into something steadier. Not faster, but fuller. Not busier, but anchored. So here, I surrender the spin. I trade the pressure for peace, the frenzy for focus, the pull for presence. And as I slow down, I remember, my day doesn't start with demands. It starts with devotion. Lately, I've noticed how quickly the hours slip away. I start strong, but somewhere between the tasks and texts, I lose the thread. My focus fragments. My soul feels stretched thin. And even with a full day, I end up feeling unfinished. It's not just time I'm losing. It's awareness, connection, depth. That's why I'm choosing something different today. That's why today, I'm choosing something better. Not to squeeze more into my hours, but to let you shape how I move through them. God, I don't just want to survive the schedule. I want to walk with intention, not to impress, but to align, not to hurry, but to hear. So I breathe in, and I invite you to lead. Guide the flow, guard my focus, be the one who sets my pace. And just as I whispered, set my pace. God brought to mind a quiet moment in Luke chapter 5. Jesus had been healing, teaching. Crowds were everywhere, and still. It says, but Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Not once, not occasionally, Often. He didn't wait until he burned out. He didn't let urgency override connection. He chose to slip away, not to escape, but to realign. And I hear the whisper through that verse. If he needed space to be still, so do you, not out of guilt, but grace, not to prove anything, but to stay tethered to the Father's heart. Jesus didn't move with panic. He moved with peace. He flowed from communion, not demand. And that's the center I'm learning to return to. And that center, that still point in the swirl of everything, is what I long for too. I've tried powering through on caffeine and checklists, tried fixing the chaos by working harder, but it always leads me back to the same place, tired, distracted, and disconnected. This verse isn't just a reminder, it's an invitation to pause on purpose, to start my day not with pressure, but presence. When I follow Jesus into the quiet, I don't lose time. I find clarity. I find peace that doesn't come from control, but from communion. So today, I'm not chasing calm, I'm choosing connection. And that choice is already shifting how I move, how I listen, how I carry the weight of this day. As I lean into that connection, another verse rises up in my spirit, Psalm 143, verse 8. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life. There's something about mornings. They're tender, honest, unguarded. And David didn't fake strength. He didn't start his day with a speech. He started with surrender, with trust, with open hands. And that's where I want to live. Not performing, but depending. Not forcing clarity, but asking for it. Show me the way. That's the prayer I'm carrying today. Not just in crisis, but in the ordinary moments I usually try to control. And honestly, that's where I get stuck the most. Not in the big choices, but the constant little ones. What to prioritize, how to respond, when to pause. That's why I keep this verse on my phone lock screen as a reset button. Not just for emergencies, but for emails, meetings, conversations, moods. Because when I ask, show me the way, he actually does. Gently, clearly, faithfully. So here I am, not rushing into the day, but stepping into sacred space. God, I welcome you. Not just into my plans, but into my pauses. You're not distant. You're here, right now, in this breath. I don't have to earn this moment. I don't have to explain my scattered heart. You already see it, and still, you draw near. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. So I exhale and let my soul settle. You've been waiting for me all along. God, I confess, I've let the noise lead me. I've said yes too quickly, scrolled mindlessly, filled my hours with urgency, but left little room for you. Sometimes, I wear busyness like a badge, as if being stretched thin means I'm doing enough. But you see through it. You see the tired under the to-do list, the ache beneath the ambition. And still, you don't shame me. You invite me back, not to start over, but to start with you. So I lay it down, the striving, the proving, the pressure, and I return, not with guilt, but with hope. As I return, I sense you whisper, you don't have to carry it all. And something in me exhales, because I've tried to manage the weight, to plan the path, to hold it all together. But Proverbs 3 rises in my heart. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. That's what I need. Not more answers, but deeper trust. So I give you today the unknowns, the tensions, the turns I didn't expect. You're not just with me, you're ahead of me, and I can rest in that. But trusting you also means waiting with you. And that's hard. Not because you're unfaithful, but because I'm impatient. I want clarity now, breakthrough now, resolution now. But you're not in a rush. You shape things slowly, precisely, like a gardener with care. So today, I choose to stay. Not force the next step, but wait in faith. Even silence doesn't mean absence. Even delays don't cancel destiny. And in the stillness, I know you are working. So from this still place, I make a quiet vow, not to perfect every moment, but to protect what matters most. God, I commit to returning, not once a week, but again and again throughout the day, to pause when I feel pulled, to listen when I want to react, to breathe when my soul tightens. I won't wait for peace to find me. I'll meet it in you. Help me build a rhythm I can sustain, a flow that nourishes, not depletes, a pace that reflects not pressure, but presence. And as I commit, I ask you to bring holy order to my day, not just to my calendar, but to my thoughts, my reactions, my inner world. Because when life spins, so does my spirit. But your word steadies me. Isaiah 26 comes to mind. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. That's the anchor I need. Not a full schedule, but a focused heart. So I invite you to rearrange what needs shifting, interrupt what needs stopping, highlight what needs attention. Let today not be ruled by tasks, but by truth, your truth. Now I seal what you've started, not with striving, but with surrender. Let these choices echo beyond today. Let this alignment go deeper than a feeling. Mark this morning with your presence. Trace this hour with your wisdom. Guard this path with your grace. I won't drift back into chaos. I'll return again and again to this place of quiet trust, where you lead and I follow. I don't chase clarity. I walk with the one who is clarity. Even when the path looks foggy, my spirit stays rooted. God's voice is my compass, and peace is my permission. My morning doesn't begin with pressure. It begins with presence. I no longer wake to panic. I wake to purpose. Before the world speaks, I let heaven speak first. I'm not led by chaos. I'm aligned with God's whisper. The loudest voice doesn't get to lead me. His still, small voice does. I move in response to grace, not noise. My focus flows from connection, not control. I don't need to master every detail. I just need to stay close to the Master. When I'm with him, I see clearly. I rise each day not to prove, but to partner with heaven. My value isn't in how much I check off. It's in how deeply I abide. I'm not building alone. I'm building with God. I move at the pace of peace, and my spirit stays anchored, even in deadlines, meetings, interruptions. I don't get pulled out of alignment. I live from stillness, not from striving. If this prayer helped you breathe again, to pause, to realign, then take this moment with you. Let what started in stillness continue in the flow of your day. You don't have to carry it all. You just have to carry awareness that God is leading and you're not alone. Save this prayer. Return to it when the pull of the world feels too strong. Let it anchor you again. And if someone in your life needs this same reset, send it to them. Invite them into this space of calm and clarity. We're building this daily rhythm together, slowly, simply, faithfully. And we'll be back here tomorrow to realign again. And now, as you step into whatever this day holds, I speak peace over your mind, clarity over your decisions, and courage for every unknown. May the stillness you found here follow you into every room. May God's whisper rise above the noise. And may His presence go before you, beside you, and within you. You are led. You are covered. You are never alone. Go in grace, and I'll see you again tomorrow.